evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Ken Smith along with Ryan Dotson. We are courtside at Ripley High School where the Lady Jays are hosting the Lady Cats of Whiteoak on an off night, a Wednesday night for basketball, Ryan?
Hey, I like it. No nights off.
Yeah.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and a big day on Saturday.
That's right.
I like it. Let's play
a
every
big
day. Yes.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. I wish we had more Wednesday night games, but it just doesn't happen all that often. Some teams will play a Wednesday night game, but it's usually a non-conference matchup.
Yeah.
But, all your girls' conference matchups are usually Monday and Thursday.
Yep.
And you have an occasional Saturday like we did last Saturday, which you and I were talking before we went on the air, was a big, fun game.
That was a big one. Yep, that's always a fun one. That's a good rivalry.
So, again, we are at Ripley High School. And by the way, Traven Hildebrand is our producer back in the studio tonight on C103. And then we also have Brandon Rigdon, our producer for GoodGuysRadioTV.com. That's right. You can not only listen to this game, but you can also watch it at GoodGuysRadioTV.com, or you can look it up on our social media, whether it's YouTube or Facebook. You can find it at both of those locations as well. Just look for Good Guys Radio TV, and you will find us. All right, let's talk about what these two teams have done so far this season. The Whiteoak Lady Cats, the visiting team on the scoreboard, coming into this game with a record of 4-3 in shack play. That puts them in second place of Division II. They have lost to, this is conference, they've lost to Fayetteville, Lynchburg, and North Adams. They've beat Peebles, Manchester, Eastern, and Fairfield. They are 6-3 overall. Here's a real important part. They average 47 points per game, but they allow 47.7 points per game.
Yes.
So pretty close. And another reason why that's important is because when you look at Ripley, guess what? They average 47.3 points per game. Now, they allow their opponents to score a few less at 44.7, but it's that 47 number that I think is kind of odd there, the consistency in that number. So I think that could make this a close game. By the way, Ripley this season is 3-4 in conference play in the shack. That puts them in third place of Division I. They have lost to Fairfield, which Whiteoak beat. They've also lost to North Adams, which defeated both teams. They've lost to Eastern, which, again, is a team that Whiteoak beat. And then they have lost to Peebles, which is a team Whiteoak beat.
Yeah.
So kind of interesting there. Who has Ripley beat this year in conference play? They've beat West Union, Manchester, and Lynchburg, which, of course, Lynchburg is a team that Whiteoak lost to. So, I think this one's a really tight game. They are 7-5 overall, and I already told you they're averaging 47.3 points per game. So on paper, I think it's a pretty even matchup. In pregame, I believe Caleb took Whiteoak. Ryan, you think it's Ripley in this one, right?
I looked back. I think I'm like you. It's going to be a great game. Another great girls' shack game. I mean, it seems like all winter long so far.
Right.
They've been good ones. But I was looking. They had a tough loss Monday night there to Peebles. I believe that was at Peebles. They shot 22% from the field. And, as we are in Ripley, it's a little different shooting down here.
Right.
So I always err to the home team a little bit when it's close. They're both averaging about 47. I think Ripley shoots it just a little better and pulls one out down here.
And both teams coming off of a loss.
Yeah. Obviously, Whiteoak coming off of a tough one Monday night at North Adams. I'm sure Coach Davis had North Adams pretty fired up Monday night. So
I would think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both teams look to get back on a winning streak here tonight.
All right, we're going to talk about the roster for the visiting team, the Whiteoak Lady Cats, as we continue our Southern Hills Community Bank tip-off show right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
While college tuition continues to skyrocket, skilled trades offer a pathway to a successful career without a heavy financial burden. At the Ohio Valley Career and Technical Center, we are pioneering pathways to your success by providing hands-on vocational training in high-demand programs where students can gain real-world skills and still enjoy all the benefits of going to school, like playing sports and pursuing college classes. Enrollment is based on program availability, so you don't have to live in Adams County to attend. Speak to your guidance counselors to see how the Ohio Valley CTC can help you create a better tomorrow.
The Dickey Group invites you to explore country living at its finest. Visit thedickeygroup.com to see pictures of a 30-acre livestock farm with a 3-bedroom, 2-bath Blair home that has a covered front porch and covered rear deck and is located on a quiet dead-end road minutes from the Tranquility Wildlife Area. This property features a 32 by 36 heated garage, a 36 by 46 livestock and machinery barn, and a 40 by 60 barn with concrete floor, electric, and water. Call Jeff Dickey or one of his agents to schedule your tour today. Creating a memorial to honor a lost loved one is a time-honored tradition. Whether it's a graveside monument, a cremation monument, or a pet memorial, the craftsmen at Peoples Monument Company will walk you through every step of the process, from concept to completion. Visit Peoples Monument Company, located on North Main Street in Peoples, and online at peoplesmonument.com. Choose Peoples Monument Company because sharing the life story of a loved one with those who matter most isn't just important today, it's important forever.
No one college can be all things to all people, but Maysville Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're affordable, like you've got a great chance to graduate with little to no debt. Affordable, flexible, with in-person, online, and hybrid programs. And you can easily transfer your credits to continue on to a 4-year university. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at maysville.kctcs.edu.
Welcome back to the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show. It's time to take a look at the roster for the Whiteoak Lady Cats. Ryan, what do you got for us?
Yes, let's take a look at the visiting team tonight, the Whiteoak Lady Cats, under head coach Terrell Cumberland in his first year, assisted by J.C. Captain, Nathan Rutledge, Anthony Price, Colin Hunter, the athletic director up in Morristown, Maya Call, principal J.B. Gaucher, and superintendent Jason Isles. On the roster, they are carrying 14 players tonight. Number 1, Savannah Ferguson. She is a 5'7" senior. Number 2, Madeline Conrad, a 5'6" senior. Kyra Boyd, she is a 5'9" senior, wears number 3. Number 4, Miley Walker. She is a 5'7" junior. Wearing number 5, Chanel Captain. She is a 5'7" junior. A freshman at 5'6", wears number 10, Mallory Parsons. Jillian Lucas, she is a 5'9" sophomore. She wears number 11. Dinah Ames wears number 13. She is a 5'9" sophomore. A 5'6" sophomore, number 14, Peyton Gobin. A 5'11" sophomore wearing 15, Jada Combs. Number 22, Taylon Shriver. She is a 5'7" freshman. Wearing number 23, sick and not here tonight, Mrs. Ava Captain, 5'7" freshman. Number 24, Ella Howard, a 5'6" freshman. And rounding out the roster, also sick, not here, a big part of the team, number 34, Lily Webster. She is homesick. We wish both of those sick players from Whiteoak a healthy recovery.
All right, that's a look at the Whiteoak Lady Cats. And I think we're going to have to save Ripley to talk about after the national anthem. We are just about ready to honor America. So I will take this opportunity to talk about tomorrow night, more girls games for you on C103. We'll have 2 Shack games, Peoples at Manchester and West Union at North Adams for the Shack matchups. And then on our sister station, 99.5 The Edge, it'll be New Richmond at Western Brown. So those are the 3 games for you tomorrow night. Again, 2 on C103, 1 on 99.5. Peoples at Manchester, West Union at North Adams. So it's kind of the Adams County, Cross County matchup night tomorrow night. Just now realized that. All 4 of the Adams County teams playing each other tomorrow night. And then, of course, don't forget the big Dave Young Classic on Saturday. We'll talk about that more a little bit later on. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back with more of the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show, as well as the Magulac Tire Service starting lineups right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
What we believe matters because it shapes who we are. At First State Bank, we believe in rural communities. We have since our start in 1884. We're proud of where we come from. And while others have come and gone, we've remained, because standing by the folks you believe in is what a real local bank does. First State Bank, built on belief.
Welcome back to the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show. Let's talk about the Ripley Lady Jays.
Yeah, the Lady Jays come in under head coach Brian Rabbit Littleton in his second year, assisted by Mr. Jimmy Campbell, Elaine Manning, Kent Moore, athletic director Mike Cooper, principal Chris Young, and superintendent Jamie Wilkins. They will be carrying 13 on their roster tonight. Number 1, Sophia Miller. She's a 5'5 freshman. Number 4, Lindsay Diatley. She is a 5'5 junior. Wearing number 5, she is also sick tonight, unavailable, Justice Craigcraft. We wish her well, feeling better. Number 10, Callie Foltz. She is a 5'9 senior. Wearing number 12, Jenna Wilkins, a 5'4 freshman. A sophomore at 5'5, number 14, Amaya Enlow. Presley Hamilton wears 20. She is also ill tonight, not available. Number 21, Aubrey May. She is a 5'5 sophomore. Number 23, Abby Taylor. She is a 5'4 junior. Wearing number 24, Brooklyn Manning. She's a 5'7 senior. Alyssa Tucker. She is a 5'6 freshman. She wears number 25. Raquel Hackney wears number 30. She is a 5'9 senior. And rounding out the roster, wearing number 3, Jasmine Young. She is a 5'8 junior.
All right, that's a look at the Ripley Lady Jays. We'll take one final break and be back with the Magulac Tire Service starting lineups right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Snappy Tomato Pizza. New year, new resolutions, and new ways to enjoy eating better. And Snappy's got you covered with their crustless pizza bowls. All the flavors you love without the extra carbs. We're talking protein-packed, piping hot, loaded with fresh toppings, melty cheese, and, well, everything but the crust. So skip the guilt, not the flavor. Try the new crustless pizza bowls at Snappy. Order online or in the Snappy app today. Snappy Delivery.
Wrap up the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show, Ryan, with those Magulac Tire Service starting lineups.
Yeah, starting for the Lady Cats, number 3, Kyra Boyd, 5'9 senior. Chanel Captain, she wears number 5, 5'7 junior. Jillian Lucas wears number 11. She's a 5'9 sophomore. Dinah Ames, a 5'9 sophomore. And Ella Howard, 24, a 5'6 freshman. Starting for the home team, the Lady Jays, wearing number 10, Callie Foltz. She's a 5'9 senior. Jenna Wilkins wears number 12. She is a 5'4 freshman. Brooklyn Manning wears 24. She's 5'7. She's a senior. A 5'6 freshman. Alyssa Tucker wears 25. And Raquel Hackney wears number 30, a 5'9 senior. That's your starters for the Lady Jays.
And, of course, we've got 3 officials tonight.
Yes, we do. Mr. Jason Kramer, Chris Snyder, and Lowell Ritchie. Oh, Lowell. He's been doing it for a while, hasn't he?
He has.
Good crew.
Lady Cats in their visiting uniforms, which are black with orange numerals and orange stripes. And the Lady Jays in their home white with blue numerals and blue stripes as well. Lady Jays will be to our right. Of course, if you're watching on Good Guys Radio TV, I guess they'll be to your left since the camera's on the opposite side from us. And it will be Ripley that controls the basketball. Down underneath they go for a quick shot by Hackney. That's no good. Rebound's going to be controlled by the Lady Cats. Boyd will have it as she pushes it up the floor against man-to-man defense. Pass goes right side to Howard for a 3. That's no good. Backside rebound collected by Foltz, but the outlet pass stolen away by Ames on the drive. Shot up, no good. Boyd with a rebound. Put back, no good. And then Ripley pulls out the rebound, but throws it away.
2 quick turnovers for the Lady Jays.
Don't forget to stick with us for the postgame. We will talk to the winning coach after this one. Coach's Comment Show brought to you by ACRMC Family Medicine. Boyd with it out top against... Is it a man or is it a zone? I think it's a zone.
Maybe a matchup 1-2-2 kind of.
Yeah. And they almost throw it away, and they do. Yep. Pass went right side to Boyd. She had already broke to the basket, and Howard was about a step or two too far away to get there. So the Lady Jays will now have it. Wilkins will bring the basketball across the timeline to set the offense. Hackney pops out top for it at the free throw line. Dribbles out to the right side wing. Back out top. It'll go to Wilkins. Wilkins dribbling against man-to-man. I believe that's Howard on the guard there. Off the screen, back to Hackney. Hackney goes around to the left side, hands it off to Tucker. Tucker feeds it in to Foltz at the elbow. Back out in the corner it will go, and then driving inside was Manning, and she's fouled. It'll be on the floor.
Going to have our first foul of the game. That's going to be charged to the Lady Cats. Number 3, Kyra Boyd.
We will talk more about this throughout the rest of this week. Saturday is a big game of basketball with the Dave Young Classic. Some of the best teams in Southern Ohio will be facing off at North Adams High School. Please come out and attend the Dave Young Classic this Saturday. One admission will get you in for all 8 games. It's a pretty good deal if you get there for the first game, isn't it, Ryan?
You can't beat that. What a day of basketball.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Ripley will turn it over as a pass intended for Hackney ends up out of bounds.
And if I know anything about the folks over at Seaman and North Adams, I bet there's going to be some pretty good food.
Yes, the concession stand
concessions
is
always
always
really
good.
Yeah.
Lucas will have it out top against this 1-2-2 zone trap. Well, maybe not going to run a trap, but drop back into a 3-2. Howard with the basketball. Lobs it into Boyd. Boyd has it taken away on the backside by Tucker. Tucker on the run out with Wilkins. Couldn't get the shot off, but the trailer is there for a shot. That's Manning. That missed, and a stick back underneath by Foltz also is a miss. So nobody able to get the lid off the basket yet, Ryan.
Yeah, the game's off to a pretty quick pace, just unable to successfully find the shot.
Well, there's Lucas. Baseline shot from 14 feet out. Gets it to go, and the lid's off the basket for the Lady Cats. Wilkins with it, dribbling out on the right side wing. Passes in the corner. Three-point look by Manning. That's no good. Boyd on the backside for the rebound. Boyd's going to push it up the floor. Does drive in. I thought she was going to pass it off. Running shot was no good. And then Hackney having trouble with it. It's loose on the floor. We're going to have a dual possession. And I believe it's going to go the way of Whiteoak.
Yes, Whiteoak's going to maintain possession here. You know, once again, it seems like every night in girls basketball in this league, it's just talented freshmen. You know, Wilkins out here, Howard, 2 good freshman guards once again. A lot of good young talent in the league.
A lot of good freshmen throughout the conference, especially on the ladies' side. With it down underneath, it's going to be Ames. Gets tied up in a dual possession. This time it'll go to Ripley.
Both teams early in the game here with 3 turnovers apiece.
Everybody just needs to settle in a little bit. Get some baskets to fall. Pass intended for Hackney, picked off by Captain. Captain on the layup, had it deflected. It's going to end up out of bounds off Ripley, so the Lady Cats will keep it.
We're going to have a substitution for Ripley, Abby Taylor. She is going to check into the game, replacing Callie Foltz.
Boyd will look to inbound underneath for the Lady Cats. And it's stolen away by Wilkins on the inbound. Doesn't have the numbers, so she's going to dribble it out to the corner. Picks up her dribble. Passes out to Tucker, who will bring it out top. Still a man-to-man defensive set. Lucas trying to get a steal and does. Lucas with a run out is fouled. The layup was no good, but she'll go to the line to shoot 2.
That foul is going to be charged against Alyssa Tucker. That is going to be her first team foul against the Lady Jays. That is going to send Jillian Lucas to the free throw line.
Thanks to First State Bank for making this broadcast possible. Learn more about First State Bank at your local branch in Southern Ohio or Northern Kentucky, or visit them online at fsb4me.com. That's the number 4me.com. And speaking of number 4s,
Lindsay Diatley is going to check into the game. She will be replacing Alyssa Tucker as Jillian Lucas is 2 for 2 from the free throw line.
Which also makes for a number 4. That's the score for Whiteoak, 4-0. Hackney with it, left side, gets to the elbow, reverses right side. Taylor's going to drive in, tries to pass it off to Manning inside the paint. It's stolen away. Boyd on the drive, gets underneath, had it tipped away, got it back, shot no good. And then the rebound controlled by Hackney. Boyd trying to steal it, but Hackney gets rid of it to Wilkins. They'll go ahead to Taylor, and as she tries to pass it underneath the Manning, it's deflected out of bounds by Whiteoak.
And another 4 checking into the game. Miley Walker, she is going to check in. She is going to replace, I believe, Dinah Ames.
Hackney on the inbound, shot up, no good, and we've got somebody down with an ankle for Whiteoak, and that is not going to be a good look for the Lady Cats. As that, just judging by her expression, that might be a sprained ankle. We're going to take a quick break as, again, the score is 4-0, Whiteoak leading. We're back right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Hi, I'm Brett McFarland. For 4 generations, Barry Chevrolet in West Union, Ohio has been family owned and proudly serving our community with honest deals and hometown care. Looking for a new Chevrolet or a dependable used vehicle? Come see why families have trusted Barry's for decades, with friendly service, affordable prices, and payments that work for you. Check out Barry's full selection online at barrychevrolet.com and like us on Facebook. Together, let's drive to your best deal dealer.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Bad news for the Cats fans, as that was Jillian Lucas with the sprained ankle. Good news is she did walk off the floor with a little bit of assistance. So, but she was putting pressure on that ankle as she walked off the floor. So I don't know if we'll see her back in this game, but it doesn't look like it's too serious of a sprain.
Yeah, we wish her the best. Jillian brings a lot of heart, energy to that Lady Cats.
And in to replace her was Captain, by the way, Chanel Captain. A shot underneath by Whiteoak is a miss. That was a missed opportunity. Wilkins pushes it ahead, right side Diatley. Diatley makes it to the right side low block and then is fouled. Foul will be on the floor.
That foul is going to be charged against Chanel Captain. That is going to be her first, team second here in the first quarter.
Ripley looking to inbound underneath. Manning will pull the trigger, goes all the way out top to Taylor. Taylor dribbles to the right side wing, hands it off to Manning, and it gets knocked loose and stolen away by the Lady Cats. Howard will have it out top to set the offense for Whiteoak. She likes the 3. Shot for 3 from the top of the key is no good. Rebound controlled by Manning. It got tipped around a little bit. She brings it back out, passes right side to Boyd. They'll reverse left side Walker for a 3. That one pops out, and the Jays, Lady Jays that is, have the rebound. Wilkins out top with it. Goes left side to Manning. She'll try a 3. That one's no good. Rebound controlled by Whiteoak. Another one and done for the Lady Jays. Captain with it, stopped on the baseline, trying to pass it across. It's stolen away. Blue Jays with the steal. They try to go ahead to Diatley, and ends up being lost out of bounds. Another turnover. We've seen more turnovers than anything in this game.
Yes, we have. Alyssa Tucker is going to check back in for Ripley. And also Peyton Goman, a 5'6" sophomore, checks in for the Lady Cats.
Well, I don't think it'll stay this low scoring, but this first quarter is certainly a low scoring quarter.
Yes, it sure is. Ripley's kind of picking up where they left off Monday night in Peebles, struggling to score here in the early going.
We'll give you that H&R Block scoreboard update in just a moment. Lady Jays dropping back into a 2-3 defense. Howard with it out top. Dribbles left, reverses inside the paint, runners up and good. That's a good opportunity for that H&R Block scoreboard update, brought to you by the tax professionals at H&R Block in West Union with 2 minutes and 4 seconds to go in the first quarter. The score is 6-0. Whiteoak on top. Miller with a basketball, left side wing. Dribbles it around to the right side, taken away by Captain. Trying to throw it ahead to Howard, over passes, and it goes out of bounds.
That is Sophia Miller who checked in during that dead ball. I apologize. I didn't get her in. Checking back in for Whiteoak will be Kyra Boyd. She is going to replace Ella Howard. Ripley definitely looking to get this thing on the scoring board here this trip. Little struggle here in the early going.
Yeah, they need to get the lid off the basket before the buzzer hits here in this first quarter. Tucker will have it out top. Goes left side Hackney. Hackney hands it back to Tucker. Comes off the screen. They try to lob it to her, but she was not open. Pass intercepted by Ames. Ames driving in left side, no good. Putback is good by Kyra Boyd. And the timeout called by the Ripley Lady Jays as Whiteoak is out to an 8-0 lead with 1:28 to go in the first quarter. We're back right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
So I thought you quit. I tried.
Do your parents know?
No, let's hope they don't find out.
We just watched a video in class about how nicotine can mess up the way your brain develops.
That's the last thing you need.
But for real, you should probably tell your parents.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Hey, can you come with me? Yeah, I got you. Let's go.
Your plan is ready. It's time to build. At CMT Components, we design and manufacture quality building materials for your custom job. If you need metal panels and trim, trusses, or even a complete pole barn package, we do it all, including delivering right to your job site. To get started, call us at 937-446-3400. You can also check us out online or stop by our office in Sardinia, Ohio to discuss your plans today. Let's get building.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Basketball and Snappy Tomato Pizza are the perfect pair. Order from your local Snappies in West Union, Seaman, and Maysville. You can download the free Snappy app to unlock some delicious perks. I know that's my favorite way to order, and we've got a foul called against the Lady Cats.
This is a good news, bad news situation. Bad news is Chanel Captain picks up her second foul. She's coming to the bench. Good news for the Lady Cats. Number 11, Jillian Lucas, is checked back into the ballgame.
Yep. And she looks like she's moving okay. I don't see her favoring that. Hackney for three off the left side wing. No good. Boyd on the rebound for the Lady Cats. Boyd pushes it up the floor, stops out top, backs it out. 2-3 zone again for Ripley.
I think Coach Littleton's definitely wanting to stay in the zone if he can to take the drive away. You know, Whiteoak's really good to the rim. Boyd's good to the rim. Captain, Lucas.
Gobin had a quick touch in the corner. They'll reverse it back to Lucas on the left side wing. Now Boyd right side for three. No good. Lucas on the rebound, but has it stripped away. On the steal was Miller. Ahead, Wilkins for the layup. No good. Was high on the backboard. Thought that was going to drop, but it popped out. Man, Ripley has got to get some points here. Boyd will have it out top for the Lady Cats. Down to 25 seconds. Lucas pops out left side. And you know how every gym has one basket that's better than the other? And usually the home team will want the bad basket the first half. That could explain part of this. On the other end, Gobin for three. She missed it, but got her own rebound, and a putback is good.
Give Peyton her first 2 points on a nice offensive rebound.
And that will do it for the first quarter. Whiteoak with a 10-point lead over top of the Ripley Lady Jays, 10-0. We're back with second quarter action after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Your plan is ready. It's time to build. At CMT Components, we design and manufacture quality building materials for your custom job. If you need metal panels and trim, trusses, or even a complete pole barn package, we do it all, including delivering right to your job site. To get started, call us at 937-446-3400. You can also check us out online or stop by our office in Sardinia, Ohio to discuss your plans today. Let's get building.
C103, 99.5 The Edge, and Good Guys Radio TV are your source for everything local. From Shack basketball
Shot by Osborne, 3 on the buzzer!
Wow. To Shack baseball.
Wells is going to try. He makes it. He's safe.
Western Brown football.
Throws it towards the end zone, and it's complete.
To Shack volleyball.
Hatton for the kill. It's good.
Local fairs, festivals, and more.
Ire to the finish line.
Crosses the line to get the victory.
Never miss a moment with C103, 99.5 The Edge, and Good Guys Radio TV.
All of you Ripley fans need to be at that first game on Saturday at the Coach Young Classic at North Adams High School. It'll be Ripley versus Blanchester at 10 a.m. That's the first game of the day. West Union will play in the second game versus Portsmouth Clay at 11:30, and then Manchester versus Western at 1 o'clock. And we'll talk about the rest of that schedule a little bit later on as we're back to action. Whiteoak with a basketball. Turnaround by Combs on the right side, low block. No good. Ripley with a rebound. Tucker has the basketball. Gets it out top to Miller. Now left side Manning. She'll bring it around to the right side. Tries to drive in, but is fouled. Not sure if that's going to be in the act of shooting or not.
That foul is going to be charged against Jillian Lucas. That is going to be her first. Team first of the quarter. And it looks like we're going to shoot 2 free throws for Miss Brooklyn Manning.
First free throw by Manning is good, and finally Ripley gets the lid off the basket.
I think everybody in the gymnasium is glad
Yep.
to see that one go through right now if you're a Ripley fan.
And the second one good as well. All right, maybe that'll calm down the Lady Jays a little bit, and they can get the ball to go through the hoop. Howard with it, left side Lucas. Lucas double team back to Howard. They are going to try and run a little bit of a trap. Boyd with it, drives in, kicks it out left corner. Lucas for 3. No good. Rebound controlled by the Lady Jays. Tucker has it. Tucker's going to push it up the floor, decides to slow it up, brings it back out. Smart move. She didn't have the numbers. Tucker dribbles around to the right side, gets down to the baseline, passes back out to Hackney. Hackney on the drive. Nice dish up and in by Brooklyn Manning.
Those two's been playing a lot of basketball together, and you could tell right there.
Yeah.
Nice give and go.
Well, and that's the kind of play that makes you wonder what was happening in that first quarter. Pass goes inside for a turnaround on the left side, low block off the hands of Walker. That's no good. And again, the Lady Jays able to get the rebound. Miller's going to push it up the floor on the left side line. Gets it to Manning. Manning to the baseline, up off the glass and good. Well, it's a 4-point ball game now. Timeout, Whiteoak. Whiteoak still has that 4-point lead, 10-6 with 6:26 to go in the first half. We're back right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
While college tuition continues to skyrocket, skilled trades offer a pathway to a successful career without a heavy financial burden. At the Ohio Valley Career and Technical Center, we are pioneering pathways to your success by providing hands-on vocational training in high-demand programs where students can gain real-world skills and still enjoy all the benefits of going to school, like playing sports and pursuing college classes. Enrollment is based on program availability, so you don't have to live in Adams County to attend. Speak to your guidance counselors to see how the Ohio Valley CTC can help you create a better tomorrow.
Welcome back courtside, ladies and gentlemen. Just as Barry Chevrolet can hook you up with the keys to a new vehicle, we'll give you the keys to the second half with the Barry's Chevrolet halftime report. Coming up in, again, 6 minutes and 26 seconds of clock time. By the way, it's Pee Wee cheerleader night here at Ripley. It's kind of cool to see the young cheerleaders out cheering for the Lady Jays. Howard with a basketball for Whiteoak in the corner. Baseline shot for a long 2 by Gobin. It's good. Wilkins with it on the drive. I think she might have dribbled that off of her leg or foot. Anyway, it ends up out of bounds. Turnover, Lady Jays.
Only the first turnover here early in the second quarter for Ripley. Both teams with 9 apiece in that first quarter. Both coaches definitely want their team to take care of the ball a little bit better.
Boyd dribbled out of a trap, and then Lucas is going to be called for a travel as she was able to collect the ball. Turnover, Lady Cats.
Turnover.
Yeah, during that commercial break, you and I were talking about the lack of turnovers compared to the first quarter.
Yeah.
And they would come out and we see turnovers. With the basketball is going to be Miller for the Lady Jays. She'll dribble to the right side of the floor, down to the baseline, passes back out. Now with it out top, it's going to be Tucker. Gets it to Wilkins, left side wing. Now to Hackney out top. Hackney drives the right side of the lane and is fouled on the shot from the right side low block. She'll shoot 2.
That foul is going to be charged against Peyton Gobin. That is going to be her first, second and a quarter. That is going to send Raquel Hackney to the free throw line. Raquel shooting 60% on the year.
Begin your pathway to completion today with Southern State Community College. Visit sscc.edu to start your pathway to completion. Thanks to Southern State Community College for sponsoring all of our basketball on C103 and 99.5 The Edge. Second shot by Hackney is good. The first one was not.
1 for 2 at the line was Hackney. Brooklyn Manning, she checked back into the game for Sophia Miller. We're going to have a quick foul on Ripley.
Yeah, they tried to put the trap on, who was that with the ball? Howard? Yeah, tried to put a trap on Howard and committed the foul.
Yeah, the freshman, Jenna Wilkins, going to pick up her first foul. First foul for Ripley here in the second quarter. As Ripley continues a little bit of 1-2-2 extended half-court defense.
Lucas had it tipped away. They get the trap works. And then Lucas steals it back on the other end. Ahead it goes to Howard. Might have let her too much. Well, was able to save, get a shot opportunity, but it didn't go. And now Ripley has it. Wilkins, ahead it goes to Hackney. And then they feed it underneath to Foltz, and it's tipped out of bounds off Whiteoak.
It's like the game started in this quarter at a little nice pace. Ripley scores 6. The game's starting to get sloppy and up and down again, and Ripley's turning it over again. So,
inbound pass comes all the way out top to Hackney. In the corner it goes to Manning. Manning had it tipped away but tracks it back down, loses her dribble. Passes to Tucker. Now they try to go inside to Foltz, and again it's tipped away. Good defense by the Lady Cats. It'll end up out of bounds. Wilkins looking to inbound, gets it to Hackney. They'll put it in the hands of Manning. Foltz comes out top for it, hands it off to Hackney. They are doing a good job trying to stop Hackney, as she is, fifth, I think, in the league in scoring?
Yes, 5th or 6th, right up in there. Both her and Manning's averaging 15 and 12 respectively.
Lady Jays will turn it over, but the Lady Cats will return the favor. Hackney against Lucas for the layup. It's good. That worked out well, that turnover for the Lady Jays, as they were able to get it back from Whiteoak. So Howard now with it. Feeds it left side, aims for a 3 shot. No good. Lucas with a rebound. In the paint, put back, no good. And this time the rebound controlled by Manning. Wilkins has it. You can tell the Lady Jays like to run, just a little out of control sometimes. They'll hand it off right side to Tucker. She'll dribble it out on the wing. Goes left side to Manning. Then to Hackney for a 3. That one's no good. Backside rebound, it's going to be Gobin. Gobin pushes it up the floor to Howard. Howard got to the free throw line, passes in the corner to Lucas for 3. No good. Wilkins on the rebound. Wilkins going to go one-on-one against Ames. Layup no good. Of course, she was under pressure, and it'll end up out of bounds off the Lady Jays on the rebound.
Miley Walker is going to check in for Kara Boyd. Also checking back in for Ripley will be Sophia Miller. She'll replace Miss Wilkins. And also checking in for Ripley is Lindsay Diatley. She will give Raquel Hackney a breather. Both teams using their bench well tonight so far, Ken.
Well, if you got it, you might as well use it, right?
Yes.
Howard will have it out top for Whiteoak. Goes left side to Gobin. In the corner, Captain will have it. Back to Gobin, reversing right side Howard. Back to Gobin. She'll try a 3-point shot. That's no good. On the rebound, it's going to be Manning. Outlet to Diatley. Now to Miller. Then left side Manning. A 3-point shot off the hands of Manning for the Lady Jays is no good. And with the rebound, it's going to be Diatley. Ahead to Captain. They'll back it out. Ames has a nice look at it straight away off the glass. It's good for 3. Make it 15-9 as we take a look at that H&R Block scoreboard update brought to you by the tax professionals. Jeff Newman and his staff at H&R Block in West Union ready to help you with your taxes. It is tax season. 2:22 to go, the triple deuce in the first half. The score 15-9, Whiteoak leading Ripley.
I believe that foul is going to be charged against 14, Peyton Gobin. That is her second foul. It's going to send Brooklyn to the free throw line. Brooklyn was 2 for 2 so far here on the night from the free throw line.
2 minutes, 20 seconds to go to the Barry's Chevrolet halftime. Part of that Barry's Chevrolet halftime will be our studio update with Traven Hildebrand back in the studio, our producer.
Raquel Hackney's going to check back in for Ripley and also for Whiteoak, Kyra Boyd.
Shooting woes continue for Ripley as the first free throw was no good, but the second one is good. It's only a 5-point ball game, though. Whiteoak on top, 15-10. Howard walks it up the floor. Looking at a 2-3 zone this time. Boyd pops out, has it on the left side wing. Reverses right side Howard. Back to Boyd again. And then Howard. Howard for a long 2. That one's good.
Give Ella Howard 4 points on the night for the Lady Cats.
And on the pass forward, they're going to say Taylor had a foot on the line for a turnover by Ripley.
Tucker is going to check back in for Ripley. Also checking back in will be Jenna Wilkins for Ripley. Both teams are subbing pretty quick here. A little bit challenging to keep up with at times. Abby Taylor out there also for the Lady Jays.
Howard has it. Again, the 2-3 zone. Howard dribbles to the right side, reverses it to Boyd. Those are dangerous passes. Those high arcing passes. Boyd with it on the left side wing, drives inside the paint, stops for a little floater. That's no good. And the rebound controlled by the Lady Jays. Ahead it goes to Taylor. Taylor driving in, has her shot blocked by Boyd. Boyd pushes it up the floor, 3-on-2, takes it in by herself and puts it up and in. 9-point lead now for Ripley.
That's 4 points for Kyra Boyd for the Lady Cats.
Wilkins dribbling right side wing. Has it tipped away by Howard. Howard able to pick her pocket. Now the layup is good. Make it 21-10. Whiteoak leading Ripley. Hackney ahead to Taylor. Back to Hackney. The old give and go. Hackney off the glass for 2. No good. Rebound controlled by Captain. Ahead left side corner to Howard. And then Howard fouled on the drive. It'll be on the floor.
That foul's going to go against Abby Taylor. That's her first. Second for Ripley. Brooklyn Manning going to check back in for Ripley. She's going to replace Lindsay Diatley. And also Jillian Lucas is checking back in for the Lady Cats.
They lob inside when the inbound play to Boyd. Couldn't get the shot to go. Rebound controlled by Tucker. Lady Jays need a basket here in these final seconds. Down to 25. Hackney with it. Spin move in the paint. Off the glass. It's good. Whiteoak will have enough time for a final shot. 13 seconds on the clock. Lucas has it out top. Goes right side Howard. Back to Lucas. Then Boyd. Now Lucas. Right side Howard for 3. That one is no good. Rebound Ames. Couldn't get the shot back up before the buzzer. We will end the first half with Whiteoak leading Ripley 21-12. Stick with us. The Barry Chevrolet halftime coming up right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components. The Dickey Group invites you to explore country living at its finest. Visit thedickeygroup.com to see pictures of a 30-acre livestock farm with a 3-bedroom, 2-bath Blair home that has a covered front porch and covered rear deck and is located on a quiet dead-end road minutes from the Tranquility Wildlife Area. This property features a 32 by 36 heated garage, a 36 by 46 livestock and machinery barn, and a 40 by 60 barn with concrete floor, electric, and water. Call Jeff Dickey or one of his agents to schedule your tour today. Creating a memorial to honor a lost loved one is a time-honored tradition. Whether it's a graveside monument, a cremation monument, or a pet memorial, the craftsmen at Peebles Monument Company will walk you through every step of the process, from concept to completion. Visit Peebles Monument Company, located on North Main Street in Peebles, and online at peeblesmonument.com. Choose Peebles Monument Company because sharing the life story of a loved one with those who matter most isn't just important today, it's important forever.
No one college can be all things to all people, but Maysville Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're affordable, like you've got a great chance to graduate with little to no debt. Affordable, flexible, with in-person, online, and hybrid programs. And you can easily transfer your credits to continue on to a 4-year university. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at maysville.kctcs.edu.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
What we believe matters because it shapes who we are. At First State Bank, we believe in rural communities. We have since our start in 1884. We're proud of where we come from. And while others have come and gone, we've remained, because standing by the folks you believe in is what a real local bank does. First State Bank, built on belief.
Snappy Tomato Pizza. New year, new resolutions, and new ways to enjoy eating better. And Snappy's got you covered with their crustless pizza bowls. All the flavors you love without the extra carbs. We're talking protein-packed, piping hot, loaded with fresh toppings, melty cheese, and, well, everything but the crust. So skip the guilt, not the flavor. Try the new crustless pizza bowls at Snappy. Order online or in the Snappy app today. Snappy Delivery.
Hi, I'm Brett McFarland. For 4 generations, Barry Chevrolet in West Union, Ohio has been family owned and proudly serving our community with honest deals and hometown care. Looking for a new Chevrolet or a dependable used vehicle? Come see why families have trusted Barry's for decades, with friendly service, affordable prices, and payments that work for you. Check out Barry's full selection online at barrychevrolet.com and like us on Facebook. Together, let's drive to your best deal dealer.
So I thought you quit. I tried.
Do your parents know?
No, let's hope they don't find out.
We just watched a video in class about how nicotine can mess up the way your brain develops.
That's the last thing you need.
But for real, you should probably tell your parents.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Hey, can you come with me? Yeah, I got you. Let's go.
Your plan is ready. It's time to build. At CMT Components, we design and manufacture quality building materials for your custom job. If you need metal panels and trim, trusses, or even a complete pole barn package, we do it all, including delivering right to your job site. To get started, call us at 937-446-3400. You can also check us out online or stop by our office in Sardinia, Ohio to discuss your plans today. Let's get building.
C103 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV are your source for everything local. From Shack basketball
Shot by Osborne. 3 on the buzzer.
Wow. To Shack baseball.
Wells is going to try. He makes it. He's safe.
Western Brown football.
Throws it towards the end zone, and it's complete.
To Shack volleyball.
Hatton for the kill. It's good.
Local fairs, festivals, and more.
Ire to the finish line.
Crosses the line to get the victory.
Never miss a moment with C103 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV.
Back to the Barry Chevrolet halftime, ladies and gentlemen. They did just start the halftime clock, so it's going to be a little bit of an extended halftime for your Barry's Chevrolet halftime. So they did honor some of the Pee Wee cheerleaders and some of the Pee Wee players, the girl players, here tonight at Ripley High School. So let's take this extended halftime to talk about the Coach Young Classic at North Adams. I told you all you Ripley fans want to be there for the first game of the day. It'll be the Ripley, the boys. These are all boys games except for one girls game. So the Ripley Blue Jays will face off against Blanchester at 10 a.m. on Saturday. West Union will play in the second game against Portsmouth Clay, tip-off at 11:30. Manchester versus Western at 1 o'clock. That's the third game of the day. Whiteoak versus Georgetown, so all you Whiteoak fans will want to be there as well. That game is at 2:30. And that game, kind of an interesting game because you've got head coach Kopus, who used to be at Georgetown, now at Whiteoak. So he's going to be coaching the Whiteoak Wildcats against his previous G-men at Georgetown. That, again, is the fourth game of the day at 2:30. Game 5 on the day will be Peebles versus Norwood, 4 o'clock tip-off time for that. Then it'll be Eastern versus Williamsburg. Another kind of weird situation, Ryan.
Yeah, to go rewind one time there real quick, I think Norwood's very, very talented, athletic, and I'm not mistaken, Norwood's head coach may have been the coach that was at Lynchburg the last couple years.
Oh, okay.
Don't hold me to that.
I'm not sure who is coaching.
Yeah, he could
Norwood.
be coming back to the Southern Hills or Shack to coach. And once again, you meet as you led into there the Williamsburg Eastern game. I did a little research on that thing today. In that RPI tournament ratings right now, Williamsburg is number 1 in the Southwest District, and I did see today Eastern was 4th.
Yep.
In the Southwest. So
Southeast, you mean?
Yeah, Southeast.
Yep.
So along the lines too that a player goes down to Williamsburg, so that should be a good one also.
Yeah, a little bit of a built-in extra rivalry there. Game 7 on the day will be the only girls game of the day. That's North Adams versus Williamsburg at 7 o'clock.
And that thing could be a doozy.
Yep.
Williamsburg's leading the league down there in the Southern Buckeye.
Southern Buckeye.
Just had a win against Georgetown, and North Adams tough. So
yep.
That'll be a good one.
And then the final game of the day at 8:30. That's the tip-off time. North Adams versus Minford in your final boys game of the day. So that's a look at the Coach Young Classic. Now let's talk about what we saw in the first half of this game, Ryan, with our Barry Chevrolet halftime. Well, we didn't see a whole lot of offense out of the Ripley Lady Jays. They averaged 47 points per game and only put 12 up on the board.
Yeah, definitely got off to a rough start. Definitely shooting in that first quarter. 0 for 8 from the field was the Lady Jays. If I'm Coach Littleton, I'm like, man, I thought we left them shooting woes at Ripley, or excuse me, at Peebles on Monday night. They shot 22%. They did come out to start that second quarter. Couple good plays. Hackney, Manning got to the free throw line, hit a couple free throws. I think they went on a 6 or 7-0 run right there to start.
7-0 run.
Yeah,
yep.
7-0 run to start the quarter.
Or, I'm sorry, 6-0.
6-0, yeah. So cut right back into it. And, a credit to Whiteoak, though. The defense started to turn them over. They had no turnovers and then some quick turnovers, and Whiteoak got some layups. A big 3 there, stuck this thing back out to 21. They had 18. And So a little bit of almost a tale of two quarters. But unfortunately, Ripley kind of went cold again, late in that second quarter. They was 5 for 16 in the second quarter, so 9 for 33 from the field in that first half, still just 22%.
Yeah,
So,
and Whiteoak's off their pace as well, also averaging 47 points a game, only put 21 up on the board. Not quite as bad as Ripley, but still off the pace to get to 47.
Yeah, they're shooting about 26% for the game right now, so they're about 15 points below their average. A lot of easy looks, too. They've had some second-chance opportunities, so a little bit uncharacteristic for the Lady Cats.
What do you do in the second half? What do you change? Your Ripley coach, what do you say to the girls?
I always use that adage is how do you eat an apple one bite at a time. And in games like this, I think really in girls basketball, you want it all back right now.
Right.
And a three-point shot can change it. But I think if you're Coach Littleton down here, like, girls, let's start this quarter like we started the second quarter. 4-0 run, 6-0 run. Let's go on an 8-2 spurt. So
another 6-0 run, it's a three-point game.
Yes. So I think from Ripley's perspective, that's where you got to be. From Whiteoak on the other end, I think you're telling the girls, let's keep this thing fast. Ripley, the Wilkins girl, is handling the ball well. They've put a lot of pressure on her. So I think if you're Whiteoak, you're like, let's speed her up, let's cause some turnovers and get some easy looks. I think he wants to keep this game really, really quick.
Defensively for Ripley, they were trying some zone trap there. It worked a few times.
Yep.
It's not like Whiteoak was beating it real bad, so
Correct.
maybe you stay with that?
Yeah, I think so. They was 1 for 6 from three-point.
Yeah.
And so I think if you're Coach Littleton, you're like, I'll take that. Boyd, Lucas, captain, very good. And Howard, oh, boy, she can get to the rim. So I think he stays with that if he can keep it close.
Yeah.
At some point in time, them zones, Whiteoak can just pull the ball out and say, hey, come guard us. So, this third quarter will be key for Ripley to get this thing close.
Whiteoak, do you think maybe we'll see some full court pressure out of the Lady Cats in this second half?
I think you could. Foul trouble's not really too bad. I do believe captain's got 2 fouls. Lucas, it was good to see her back there after the rolled ankle, so his depth, it looks to be really good in the bench. So I could see him trying to pick up the pace a little bit. He hasn't really played no full court pressure yet, has he?
They have not.
Yeah.
And if you slow down Ripley, it takes them more time. They get less shots, less opportunity to come back.
Yep, I would agree. I would agree.
Well, that'll do it for the Barry Chevrolet halftime. We'll take one final break and be back with third quarter action after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
While college tuition continues to skyrocket, skilled trades offer a pathway to a successful career without a heavy financial burden. At the Ohio Valley Career and Technical Center, we are pioneering pathways to your success by providing hands-on vocational training in high-demand programs where students can gain real-world skills and still enjoy all the benefits of going to school, like playing sports and pursuing college classes. Enrollment is based on program availability, so you don't have to live in Adams County to attend. Speak to your guidance counselors to see how the Ohio Valley CTC can help you create a better tomorrow.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Lady Jays have the basketball. Hackney driving in for a shot inside. No good, but she's fouled. So Raquel Hackney wasting no time taking it to the hole, drawing the foul. She'll shoot 2.
That foul is going to be charged against Chanel Captain. That is her 3rd. We was just talking about not much foul trouble, and she picks up a quick one.
And I think she's going to be coming out.
Yes, she looks like she is going to be replaced by Miley Walker. Hackney was good with her first free throw.
Second one's up and gets the hometown roll as it drops in. Thought it might pop out.
Ripley continues to play a little 1-2-2, almost a 2-3 zone defense.
Howard will pass it left side Boyd for a quick 3, and that one's nothing but net.
That'll get a zone out of a zone real quick.
Yeah. Well, back to a 10-point lead. Wilkins hands it off to Manning. She'll drive in. A little hard off the glass. That one no good. And with the rebound, Lady Cats. Boyd's going to push it. Goes right side corner to Howard. Out top now, Lucas. Lucas driving down the center of the paint. and lost her footing, passed it back out. Now Howard with it, left side Boyd. She tries a heat check, no good. Rebound's going to be controlled by Tucker. Gets it to Wilkins. Wilkins across the timeline, dribbling out on the right side. Still in a man-to-man defense for the Lady Cats. Now Tucker will have it out top. Lady Jays taking their time. Tucker's going to start to drive. Passes in the corner to Foltz. Back to Tucker. Tucker's going to bring it back out. Now popping out top for it's going to be Manning. Manning drives in. Running shot up, no good. Fight for the rebound. Lucas is going to end up with it. Lucas will slow it up. Passes right side, and they try to feed it in to Walker, and it's deflected out of bounds off Ripley.
You know, Ripley took a lot of time to get a shot that time down the court, Ken, and got a decent look, but a lot of their shots are off balance right now.
Yeah.
You know, they're getting to the paint, they're shooting off 1 foot, or I believe
some sort of violation on the inbound.
I believe Whiteoak stepped on the inbound line.
Aha.
It's going to give the ball back to Ripley.
Yep, turnover. By the way, we start each and every broadcast with the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show. Be sure to join us early. That also includes the Magulac Tire Service starting lineups. Wilkins to Tucker. Tucker has it taken away. Well, almost taken away. Tied up in a dual possession with Lucas. It will be a turnover.
You don't want to put the ball out in front of Jillian Lucas that long, or she's going to go take a layup off of you. Young lady's got some good defensive ability.
Howard goes to Lucas in the right side corner. Back out to Howard on the wing. They'll reverse left side Boyd. Back to Lucas. And then out top with it. Quick touch by Ames. Left side Howard for three. No good. Rebound controlled by Hackney. Hackney will push it up the floor. Slows it up at half court. Look for her to come off the screen and drive inside. Nope, instead, trying to get it to Wilkins, and she drags her foot for a turnover.
Sophia Miller is going to check back in for Ripley. She is going to be replacing Jenna Wilkins.
Thanks again to our season sponsors, including Health Source of Ohio, providing a unique and comprehensive approach to health right in your community. Howard dribbles right side wing. Passes out top to Lucas. Now coming to get it's going to be Howard. Lady Jays in that zone defense. Not being very aggressive with it, though, are they, Ryan?
No, kind of setting back into it a little bit. It's going to allow Whiteoak to take a lot of time and try to get a nice shot.
Inside they will go to Boyd. She's double-teamed, but still hangs on to it. Now out top, Ames will have it for a three, and that one's good. Well, the Lady Jays have not gotten the start they needed here in this quarter. They're going to have to pick it up as the three-point shots are starting to drop now for Whiteoak. And there's a foul committed at half court by Whiteoak.
That foul is going to be charged against Ella Howard. That's her first. Team second here in the quarter. Yeah, that three was by Dinah Ames. That's 6 points for her, both from downtown.
Shack pregame report brought to you by Ron Lynch with Edward Jones Investments in Maysville and also Peebles Save-A-Lot. That is every weekday, Monday through Friday at 4:45 and just before our broadcast, if we have one, of course. No pregame on Saturdays, only Monday through Friday at 4:45. And again, before the broadcast. In the corner, Tucker with a three-point shot, no good. Whiteoak on the rebound. Lady Cats have it. Up the floor, right side, Lucas. Back to Boyd. She likes the three. No good. Long rebound out to Lucas. Nice bounce pass inside, but having to pass up the shot was Howard. She'll dribble it out and shoot it, though. No, she didn't need the three-footer. She was happy with the 16-footer. Whiteoak pulls out to a pretty nice lead here. What is that, a 16-point lead, 30-14. Whiteoak leading Ripley. We're back after this timeout on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components. The Dickey Group invites you to explore country living at its finest. Visit thedickeygroup.com to see pictures of a 30-acre livestock farm with a 3-bedroom, 2-bath Blair home that has a covered front porch and covered rear deck and is located on a quiet dead-end road minutes from the Tranquility Wildlife Area. This property features a 32 by 36 heated garage, a 36 by 46 livestock and machinery barn, and a 40 by 60 barn with concrete floor, electric, and water. Call Jeff Dickey or one of his agents to schedule your tour today. Creating a memorial to honor a lost loved one is a time-honored tradition. Whether it's a graveside monument, a cremation monument, or a pet memorial, the craftsmen at Peebles Monument Company will walk you through every step of the process, from concept to completion. Visit Peebles Monument Company, located on North Main Street in Peebles, and online at peeblesmonument.com. Choose Peebles Monument Company because sharing the life story of a loved one with those who matter most isn't just important today, it's important forever. Out of the timeout, the basketball is going to belong to the Ripley Lady Jays. Haven't seen any full court pressure yet, have we, Ryan?
No, we haven't. And this is when the head coach gets paid for Ripley here right now. Keeping the girls upbeat.
Yep.
Hey, we've been struggling, to score, and I'm sure Coach Littleton will get them settled down and a couple good possessions.
Tucker with it. Nice bounce pass underneath to Manning, up and in. Well, that looked great.
Looks so easy.
Yeah.
You would think they would just do that every time.
Howard gets caught in the trap, and Whiteoak's going to call the timeout to save the possession as Ripley steps up the defense coming out of the timeout. 3:34 to go in the third quarter. Timeout Whiteoak. We're back right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
No one college can be all things to all people, but Maysville Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're affordable, like you've got a great chance to graduate with little to no debt. Affordable, flexible, with in-person, online, and hybrid programs. And you can easily transfer your credits to continue on to a 4-year university. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at maysville.kctcs.edu.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
As we come back during that timeout, Ryan and I again talking about all the freshmen who see so much playing time on these ball clubs.
Yeah, a lot of youth, some good freshmen, some sophomores. We made comment of the Howard here who hit that last three, the freshman at Whiteoak. Just a really nice point guard. Takes care of the ball, don't get too panicked.
She'll have it on the inbound, facing that zone trap, and a pass to Ames is going to end up in a dual possession. That will be a turnover. So again, the Ripley Lady Jays stepping things up. They just got to keep it up.
Yes, Jillian Lucas is going to check back in the game for Ella Howard.
With it is going to be Sophia Miller, another one of those freshmen.
Peyton Gobin also had checked in for the Lady Wildcats during the timeout.
Miller pass to Hackney, back to Miller. They tried that run out for Hackney. It didn't work that time. They go inside Foltz, back out Miller for a long two. That one off the back of the rim, no good. Foltz tips it. It's going to go to Hackney for a putback. It's up and good. Right place, right time that time for Raquel Hackney. Lucas trying to stay out of the trap. Goes into Ames. Now to Boyd on the left side wing. Boyd's going to drive in. That's one way to beat the trap. Nice scoop shot. Up and good. Miller with it for the Lady Jays. 2:37 to go in the third quarter. Tipped loose. Miller gets it back and then tipped out of bounds. Oh, they're going to say Miller touched it last.
Yeah.
That's a turnover for the Lady Jays.
I thought she might have flipped that the other way, but
yeah, I agree. I thought that was maybe tipped again by Whiteoak, but
I think both coaches are even having a little bit of a laugh about that.
Yep. Lucas with it into Ames. Back to Lucas. Lucas out on the left side wing behind the three-point line. Trying to play keep away. They go right side to Boyd. Boyd drives in, kicks it back out. Ames then to Lucas. Lucas dribbles through the penetration, or dribbles through the defense, and penetrates inside the paint, puts a runner up and good. Make it 34-18, Whiteoak on top. Miller goes left side corner, three-point look for Manning, it's good. Well, that was badly needed there by the Lady Jays.
That gives Brooklyn Manning 13 points to lead all scorers here so far in the game.
Cuts it back to a 13-point lead. We're going to have a foul committed as Lady Jays, again, trying to step up the defense.
That foul is going to be charged against Raquel Hackney. That's going to be her first. Checking back in for Ripley will be Jenna Wilkins. And also checking in for the Lady Cats is Savannah Ferguson. Seeing her first time tonight is Savannah Ferguson.
Lucas will have it in the backcourt. Passes it across the timeline to Gobin. To Boyd, nice. Give and go, back to Gobin from the elbow, no good. Rebound underneath, fought for, tipped around. Finally, Wilkins is going to come up with it, and then she's fouled in the backcourt.
I think that foul is going to be charged against Kyra Boyd.
Let's take a look at our scoreboard update brought to you by Jeff Newman and his staff at H&R Block in West Union, the tax professionals. It is tax time. If you've got your W-2s, go see H&R Block in West Union. A minute 18 to go in the third quarter. The score 34-21. Whiteoak leading Ripley. Wilkins off the screen, goes left. Hands it off to Tucker. Tucker brings it back around and drives the right side of the lane. Shot no good, but she's fouled. So going to the free throw line is going to be Alyssa Tucker, the 5'6" freshman, another freshman.
That foul is going to be charged against Jillian Lucas. That is going to be her second. Miss Alyssa Tucker comes into the night shooting 31% from the free throw line.
First free throw off the back of the rim, no good. Be sure to stick with us after the final buzzer for the Willie & Son Trucking post-game show. We'll have a conversation behind the mic interview with a player from the winning team. We'll also talk to the winning coach. We'll have stats, all kinds of good stuff. Part of the Willie & Son Trucking post-game here on C103. And, of course, Good Guys Radio TV as well. Ryan, what was that whistle?
Just a deflection out of bounds in front of the Lady Cats bench.
So the Lady Cats retain possession. 59 seconds to go in the third quarter. Gobin with it, left side wing to Boyd. Boyd, nice dish off, up and in by Miley Walker. Make it 36-21, Whiteoak on top. Wilkins brings it across the timeline, goes right side to Manning. She'll try a long three, that one no good. And on the rebound, they're going to say it was off of Whiteoak as Gobin thought she got pushed into the ball. So Ripley will have it on the inbound. Nice set play to Manning, up and in. Write that one down, Ryan. The play, that is.
Yes, that was a pretty nice inbound play.
That's a good one to steal. Lucas with the basketball. Goes left side to Ferguson for a shot. That was a long two, no good. Put back by Gobin, no good, but she's fouled. Peyton Gobin's going to shoot two.
That foul is going to be charged, I do believe, against Brooklyn Manning. It is. That is going to be Brooklyn's first foul. It's going to send Peyton Gobin to the free throw line.
Gets the first one.
Peyton's 67% free throw shooter. Young sophomore having a nice game tonight.
Second one gets the friendly roll. Popped up off the rim, then to the backboard and dropped in. Make it 38-23, Whiteoak on top. Wilkins hands it off to Manning. Then underneath the Foltz. Foltz back out to Manning for a three-point shot in the corner. That's no good. Foltz fighting for the rebound, but it's going to be controlled by Tucker and then tipped away by Whiteoak. So the Lady Jays will inbound right in front of their bench. in the corner for a last-second shot that's no good. I'm not sure who that was on the shot. Doesn't matter. It didn't drop. So we'll end the third quarter with Whiteoak on top, 38-23. Stick with us. Fourth quarter action coming up after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
What we believe matters because it shapes who we are. At First State Bank, we believe in rural communities. We have since our start in 1884. We're proud of where we come from. And while others have come and gone, we've remained, because standing by the folks you believe in is what a real local bank does. First State Bank, built on belief.
We are ready for fourth quarter action. By the way, Whiteoak outscored Ripley in that quarter by 6 points, 17-11, to give the Lady Cats a 15-point lead starting this fourth quarter. Lady Jays have got a hole to dig themselves out of, Ryan.
Yeah, they do. The Lady Jays have found some good scoring out of Manning and Hackney, but unfortunately right now those are the only two young ladies to score for Ripley. So with that being said, we have a quick turnover against the Wildcats.
Yep. Lady Cats called for the travel. So Lady Jays an opportunity. Now we're going to see some full court pressure. Manning, along with Foltz and Hackney, will work it across the timeline. Foltz with it out on the right side wing. Back to Manning. Manning right down the middle of the paint is fouled on the drive. I believe she was in the act of shooting, so she'll shoot two.
That foul is going to be charged against Miley Walker. Her first, team first, early in the fourth quarter.
One of these outstanding young ladies is going to enjoy some Snappy Tomato Pizza when we name them our Snappy Tomato Pizza Player of the Game. Brought to you by Snappy Tomato Pizza in Seaman, West Union, and Maysville.
Abby Taylor is going to check back into the game, replacing Callie Foltz.
Both free throws are good. Make it 38-25 the score. Whiteoak on top. Howard ahead to Walker. Then in the corner with it is going to be Captain on the drive. Running shot no good. Little left-hand shot inside. On the rebound that ended up out of bounds. Off Ripley. So Lady Cats with a second opportunity. Having trouble. Oh, they find Lucas on a cut to the basket. I guess it wasn't trouble, just being patient.
Nice inbound play. Give Jillian Lucas 8 points on the night for the Cats.
With the basketball, Taylor passes back out top for a three-shot off the glass is good by Tucker. Make it 40-28 the score. Again, Whiteoak on top. Some full court pressure out of the Ripley Lady Jays. Lucas trying to get it ahead to Walker, throws it away. Turnover, Lady Cats.
Two quick, uncharacteristic turnovers for the Lady Cats, as Callie Foltz is going to check back in for Abby Taylor, and Kyra Boyd is going to check back in for Miley Walker. A little bit of offense-defense here by Ripley, using Abby Taylor to help play a little defense, and then going back to Callie Foltz for some size and some offensive scoring. That could be a big one.
Yeah, right side three-point shot, no good by Manning, and the rebound is a dual possession. It stays with Ripley. They'll get a second look.
Give a lot of credit, too, also, like we keep mentioning the Wildcats on that defense, putting a lot of pressure on them.
Hackney with a shot on the inbound was no good, and then a foul committed on the putback. That's going to send Tucker to the line for two.
Foul's going to be charged against Kyra Boyd. That is her third.
6:40 to go in the basketball game. First free throw, no good. Lady Jays got to hit these.
Abby Taylor checks back in for Callie Foltz.
maybe a little quicker on the full court pressure. Of course, they won't get an opportunity as the second free throw also misses. So Lucas will have it. Looking to be met with the trap, tries to dribble through it and is fouled.
That foul is going to be charged against Jenna Wilkins, her second. You know, Ken, you see some of the parents around here, and you know some of the players and parents close in that community. You know, Tucker missed those 2 free throws, and I had to chuckle at her dad. He just furious, you know. Young lady's going to get a lot of free throws, a nice, talented player. She'll start making them.
Ball's going to be tipped away. It'll go out of bounds off Ripley, so the Lady Cats will reset. They're going to inbound from the corner. Always a tough spot. Captain will inbound to Ames. Now Howard will have it out top. They go to Boyd at the free throw line. She decides to take a couple of dribbles. Passes back out to Lucas on the baseline for 2. It's good.
Kyra Boyd, she makes a lot of players better. She sees the court well. Nice penetration, nice kick. Give Miss Lucas 10 points, double digits for the Lady Cats.
Hackney inside the paint, fights to get a shot up and in. Back to a 12-point ball game. Whiteoak still on top. Lucas with it in the backcourt. Everybody falls away on the full court pressure. Let's her bring it across the line to Howard, now to Boyd. Back out to Lucas. Lucas passes to Howard out top. They'll go right side to Captain. Back out to Howard. They're going to play keep away.
Yeah, Ripley's going to have to really put some pressure on the ball.
Lucas is going to drive in as they applied pressure out top. She gets a scoop shot to go.
Jillian Lucas having 6 points, having a nice start to this fourth quarter.
Back to a 14-point lead. Wilkins will drive in. Her running shot is good. The Ripley Lady Jays are getting some points, but Whiteoak is also able to score. And we're going to have a foul near half court as they try to tie up Captain.
That foul is going to be charged against Raquel Hackney. That's her third. Team second here in the fourth quarter.
Still a lot of time to go in this ball game. 4:57 on the clock. Boyd will have it on the inbound. Now to Howard. Howard double teamed. And we have a timeout called by Whiteoak to save the possession. 4:51 to go in the ball game. The score is 44-32. Whiteoak leading Ripley. We're back after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Snappy Tomato Pizza. New year, new resolutions, and new ways to enjoy eating better. And Snappy's got you covered with their crustless pizza bowls. All the flavors you love without the extra carbs. We're talking protein-packed, piping hot, loaded with fresh toppings, melty cheese, and, well, everything but the crust. So skip the guilt, not the flavor. Try the new crustless pizza bowls at Snappy. Order online or in the Snappy app today. Snappy Delivery.
Hi, I'm Brett McFarland. For 4 generations, Barry Chevrolet in West Union, Ohio has been family owned and proudly serving our community with honest deals and hometown care. Looking for a new Chevrolet or a dependable used vehicle? Come see why families have trusted Barry's for decades, with friendly service, affordable prices, and payments that work for you. Check out Barry's full selection online at barrychevrolet.com and like us on Facebook. Together, let's drive to your best deal dealer.
Lady Cats have the basketball out of the timeout. Howard with it. Passes right side to Captain. Back to Howard. They'll reverse left side to Walker, who's now in the game. Back to Howard. Yep, they're going to force Ripley to come out and apply some pressure. And when they do, of course, look for somebody to try and drive in. Foul's going to be committed. And that looked like it hurt as Hackney will go to the floor.
That foul is going to be charged against Raquel. Looks like she rolled her ankle.
Yep. All right, we're going to take a quick break as Hackney on the floor, possibly with a sprained ankle. We'll be back right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
So I thought you quit. I tried.
Do your parents know?
No, let's hope they don't find out.
We just watched a video in class about how nicotine can mess up the way your brain develops.
That's the last thing you need.
But for real, you should probably tell your parents.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Hey, can you come with me? Yeah, I got you. Let's go.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, Raquel Hackney had to be assisted to the bench by the trainer. So it looks like she may have rolled that right ankle, Ryan.
Yeah, Raquel's had a nice game for Ripley. It's been a struggle for scoring for Ripley, but Raquel's got 13. Her and Manning's kind of right on their pace and average. And definitely Ripley's going to have to find somebody to score here. They're going to have to find somebody to go to. Maybe Foltz. Got a couple young freshmen out there.
Miller hands it off out top to Manning. She'll drive the right side of the lane. Shot off the glass. No good. Foltz on a rebound's tied up in a dual possession. It's going to go the way of the Lady Cats. Mentally, that's got to affect the Ripley Lady Jays. Again, we've talked about it. Manning, I believe, is 5th in the league right now in scoring per game, the scoring average per game. So mentally, that's got to hurt. Ames on a drive, has her shot blocked. Foltz ends up with a basketball, trying to get rid of it, is fouled. Wasn't sure if that was going to be a dual possession or a foul. They will call the foul.
That foul is going to be charged against Eller Howard. That is going to be her second.
I don't think we're going to see any serious full court pressure here, as maybe a little token pressure at half court. Wilkins is fouled. I don't think Howard wanted to commit that one.
No, that is going to be 2 quick fouls against Ella Howard. That is her fourth foul on Whiteoak. We're going to have a substitution for the Lady Cats.
Well, Howard thought she was coming out, but she's not.
Jillian Lucas is going to check in for Miley Walker.
Wilkins will have it in the backcourt. Has it out top, hands it off out there to Taylor. Now with it is going to be Miller and then Manning. And they run that little weave, and Manning drives the right side of the lane, as she has done many times tonight. This time, though, her shot was blocked and ended up out of bounds off the Cats. 3:32 to go in the fourth quarter. Ripley looking to inbound underneath, and they end up in the corner to Wilkins. Passed up the shot, passes out to Miller. Now back to Wilkins. And foul is committed. Was that on the floor?
I think we're going to take the ball out of bounds. That foul is going to be charged against Kyra Board. That is Kyra's 4th foul. 3:26 left to go in the game. Not a lot of time. Kyra's a very smart, intelligent player, but she does have 4 fouls. And we are going to shoot double bonus. That puts us over the 5 foul limit. So that's going to send Brooklyn Manning back to the free throw line. Brooklyn is 5 for 6 on the night. If you're pulling for the Lady Jays, this is what you want. Scoring with the clock not moving.
You know, we're right about the halfway point in the season, so you've still got time to pick up a Southern State Community College season pocket schedule. Has all of the Shack games in it for both girls and boys by date. Also tells you what game we're broadcasting. Very handy to have, and again, they fold up to fit right in your pocket. That's the Shack schedule, brought to you by Southern State Community College.
Alyssa Tucker is going to check back in for Ripley, replacing Callie Foltz, as we're back to a 10-point ball game.
That's right. Both free throws were good. Howard with it, dribbling out top, passes right side to Captain in the corner. Now out on the wing to Howard. They go into Boyd. Boyd for a power move inside. No good, but she's fouled. Kyra Boyd's going to shoot 2.
Whiteoak had the matchup that they liked. They had Boyd on the post against Jenna Wilkins. She is going to pick up that foul. That will send Boyd to the free throw line. Kyra looking to get into double digits here. She's got 9 points on the night.
Lady Jays have chipped away at this lead ever so slowly. I'm afraid they're going to run out of time. First one by Boyd is good. Second one will pop out, but Ames is there for a putback. No good. Gets her own rebound again. And another stick back that's no good. And then Ripley is able to pull down the rebound, and then the foul committed in the backcourt. The Lady Cats don't need to commit these fouls, but they're trying to play aggressive on the defense.
That foul is going to be against Jillian Lucas. That's her third. That is going to send Alyssa Tucker back to the free throw line.
And it gives Ripley an opportunity to score without time coming off the clock.
And could cut it to single digits.
First one is good. Makes it a 10-point lead as we look at our H&R Block scoreboard update. Brought to you by the tax professionals at H&R Block in West Union. Well, the second one will rim out. It is a 10-point game. Whiteoak 45, Ripley 35 with 2:57 to go in the game. Ames on a drive is no good, and Ripley has the basketball. And it's taken away by Howard, tipped away by Howard. Captain tracks it down. They'll hand it off to Lucas. Lady Jays did not need to commit that turnover.
That was a big possession if you was Ripley. You wanted to get that one.
Lucas driving in on the right side, puts it up and in.
Jillian Lucas with 14 to lead the Lady Cats. Young lady has 8 in the fourth quarter.
Wilkins hands it off right side to Tucker. They'll reverse it to Taylor, now to Miller on the left side wing. Then out top to Tucker. Back right side, Miller. She's got a nice open three look, but it's no good. Rebound controlled by the Lady Cats. And Howard stops, dead in her tracks.
I think she was scared by Coach Terrell. He was like, slow down.
That's right. The clock is not the friend for the Lady Cats right now. They need to let that clock run. Captain drives the baseline. She's got an open look. It's good. Somebody missed a defensive assignment there with the trap. Back on the other end, driving in. First attempt, no good. Second attempt, no good by Brooklyn Manning. And a third putback. That one, I think, was by Wilkins, also no good. And the Whiteoak Lady Cats have it.
3 good looks at it for Ripley, but that's kind of the tale of the night tonight for the Lady Jays.
They have really struggled to get the basketball to go through the hoop. Boyd will have it. Dribbling right side. Passes to Howard. They'll reverse it back to Captain as Whiteoak's going to play keep away. Now Boyd with it. Double teamed, and we've got a foul committed.
Yeah, that foul is going to be charged against Abby Taylor. That's going to be her second. Team 5th, I do believe. That's going to send Kyra Boyd to the free throw line.
Coach Terrell Cumberland. I could see what he's talking about. He's telling Boyd to watch that head jerk there. It looks like you can get called for the flop now. First free throw is good.
Peyton Gobin is going to check back in for Wildcat. She's going to replace Ella Howard. And also checking in for Whiteoak will be Savannah Ferguson. She's going to replace Jillian Lucas. Jillian has had a nice fourth quarter as Kara Boyd is successful on her second free throw attempt.
Makes it 51-35. The score with the Whiteoak Cats leading it. Taylor across to Miller in the corner for 3. It's good. The timeout's going to be called by Ripley as they trail it here 51-38 with 56 seconds to go. And still in double digits. What is that, 13 points? Boy, that'd be tough with under a minute to go. We'll be back with the conclusion of this game after this timeout on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Your plan is ready. It's time to build. At CMT Components, we design and manufacture quality building materials for your custom job. If you need metal panels and trim, trusses, or even a complete pole barn package, we do it all, including delivering right to your job site. To get started, call us at 937-446-3400. You can also check us out online or stop by our office in Sardinia, Ohio to discuss your plans today. Let's get building.
Boyd's got 12.
Out of the timeout, it's going to be Whiteoak basketball, right? Yeah, we're definitely going to see some full court pressure out of the Ripley Lady Jays. As again, they are just under 1 minute to go, or we are just under 1 minute to go in this ball game, and the Lady Jays trail by 13. So that is a tall order. They definitely need to try and get a steal here, as we've got some player substitutions for Whiteoak. Boyd has it. She'll dribble through the pressure and goes out into the corner for a long two. No, it was actually a 3 look, but it was no good. Captain ends up with a rebound but throws it away.
That was Madeline Conrad who just checked in for the Lady Cats.
Also out there, Gobin and Savannah Ferguson. Wilkins with it, has it tipped away, but still able to track it down. Goes to Taylor in the corner for 3, no good. Put back underneath, no good. That was by Tucker. And now with it on the run out is going to be Captain. Couldn't get the left side layup to go. And Ripley has the rebound. By the way, out there for Ripley is going to be Diatley. And Wilkins for 3, it's good. Well, that does make it a 10-point game, but only 17 seconds on the clock. Final timeout called by Ripley. We're going to keep it right here as Coach Rabbit Littleton not going to give up. But, Ryan, I think it's pretty impossible to get 10 points in 17 seconds. I'm not sure how you would pull that off.
Yeah, that would be he would definitely be Coach of the Year if we could do that.
Right.
But, we've said all night credit to Whiteoak. The defensive intensity, they've kind of got Ripley held under, 6 points under. But Ripley just struggled in the shooting tonight.
Yep.
It's kind of they've struggled with that. And we keep giving Whiteoak some credit. Their guards have got after it. Howard has got after it. Gobin has got after it defensively. Captain's played with some foul trouble, but, just caused a lot of disruption with the wrong arms.
It was really that first quarter where all the damage was done, as Whiteoak outscored Ripley by 10 points in that first quarter. And here we are with 17 seconds on the clock and Ripley trailing by 10. So again, it was the first quarter where this game was won by the Lady Cats, and Boyd has it out top. Ripley not able to get a steal on the inbound. I believe that was what they were hoping for, and without it, they know their chances are done. So Boyd dribbles to the corner, and that's going to do it as the clock will run out. The Whiteoak Lady Cats defeat the Ripley Lady Jays by 10, 51-41. Stick with us. The Willie & Son Trucking postgame coming up right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Your plan is ready. It's time to build. At CMT Components, we design and manufacture quality building materials for your custom job. If you need metal panels and trim, trusses, or even a complete pole barn package, we do it all, including delivering right to your job site. To get started, call us at 937-446-3400. You can also check us out online or stop by our office in Sardinia, Ohio to discuss your plans today. Let's get building.
C103, 99.5 The Edge, and Good Guys Radio TV are your source for everything local. From Shack basketball
Shot by Osborne, 3 on the buzzer!
Wow. To Shack baseball.
Wells is going to drive. He makes it. He's safe.
Western Brown football.
Throws it towards the end zone, and it's complete.
To Shack volleyball.
Hatton for the kill. It's good.
Local fairs, festivals, and more.
Are to the finish line.
Crosses the line to get the victory.
Never miss a moment with C103, 99.5 The Edge, and Good Guys Radio TV.
While college tuition continues to skyrocket, skilled trade.
Post-game show, ladies and gentlemen, joining us for a quick conversation here is Ella Howard. Ella, we talked about the fact that there were a lot of freshmen on the floor tonight, including you. What's with this talented freshman class?
I have no clue. I guess we just all have that drive to come out and just work hard and get on a varsity spot.
Yeah? Are you having fun playing varsity as a freshman?
Yeah, we have a lot of ups and downs, but I say we overcome a lot of them and get through it. And
yeah?
Yeah.
So you've had some tough games lately. You came off of a big loss Monday night. Yeah. How hard was it to refocus and get the win tonight?
Well, only having one practice before this game, we had to lock in. We went over some, film and stuff, but, yeah, I don't know.
Who was your defensive assignment tonight?
Number 12, and I've guarded her for years, so.
That's Wilkins.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she's another freshman,
yeah.
So you guys know each other pretty well, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Do you ever play any off-season AAU ball together or anything?
I've played against her.
Against her?
Yeah.
So, again, tonight you guys were able to control things. Was part of the game plan trying to stop Raquel Hackney?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You always got to be a little nervous when you're going up against a player who's, I think she was 5th in scoring in the conference coming into this game tonight.
Mm-hmm. Well, you just kind of have that attitude, be like, go out there and be like, I'm going to stop her.
Yeah.
Just have to have that attitude, mindset.
Yeah, and you did. You got it done. All right, good job. Scoring-wise, looks like you had 9 points tonight. Not a bad game.
No.
Yeah. What's your season high so far?
16?
16.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so off the pace there.
Yeah, a little bit.
If I remember correctly, you did hit some big three-point shots, or at least one big three-point there late in the game. Looks like that was in the third quarter.
Yeah, I was in the beginning. I couldn't hit nothing. I hit that, and I was like, all right, let's go.
It was a tough scoring night, especially for Ripley.
Mm-hmm.
How good was it, or how good did it feel to hold them to no points, scoreless in the first quarter?
Well, coming off of North Adams, giving them all this points, and coming here and holding them felt really good.
Yeah. All right. All right. Well, thank you very much, Ella, for talking with us. Good game tonight. You're off to a nice career. Only a freshman. Awesome job.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks for joining us here on the Willie & Son Trucking postgame show. Stick with us, folks. We've got lots more to come. We, of course, will talk to head coach Terrell Cumberland for the Whiteoak Lady Cats. We're going to have stats, and we'll name a Snappy Tomato Pizza player of the game. So hopefully that ACRMC Family Medicine Coaches Comment Show will be coming up next. But, again, we've got lots more to go on the Willie & Son Trucking postgame. We're back after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
While college tuition continues to skyrocket, skilled trades offer a pathway to a successful career without a heavy financial burden. At the Ohio Valley Career and Technical Center, we are pioneering pathways to your success by providing hands-on vocational training in high-demand programs where students can gain real-world skills and still enjoy all the benefits of going to school, like playing sports and pursuing college classes. Enrollment is based on program availability, so you don't have to live in Adams County to attend. Speak to your guidance counselors to see how the Ohio Valley CTC can help you create a better tomorrow.
The Dickey Group invites you to explore country living at its finest. Visit thedickeygroup.com to see pictures of a 30-acre livestock farm with a 3-bedroom, 2-bath Blair home that has a covered front porch and covered rear deck and is located on a quiet dead-end road minutes from the Tranquility Wildlife Area. This property features a 32 by 36 heated garage, a 36 by 46 livestock and machinery barn, and a 40 by 60 barn with concrete floor, electric, and water. Call Jeff Dickey or one of his agents to schedule your tour today. Creating a memorial to honor a lost loved one is a time-honored tradition. Whether it's a graveside monument, a cremation monument, or a pet memorial, the craftsmen at Peebles Monument Company will walk you through every step of the process, from concept to completion. Visit Peebles Monument Company, located on North Main Street in Peebles, and online at peeblesmonument.com. Choose Peebles Monument Company because sharing the life story of a loved one with those who matter most isn't just important today, it's important forever.
We're capable of it. I didn't expect it, as bad as that sounds. I know we're capable of that, but we haven't consistently put together a full quarter like that all year. So it was a good time to at least start it.
Yeah. You had to be proud of the defense for sure.
Yeah, we defended decently well. There's a few letdowns, especially in the second half. We gave up a couple wide open threes, and they banked one in. And overall, it was a pretty good defensive effort. I still would like to see some better box outs. There's one possession where we all boxed out, and we stared at the basketball like it was going to magically come to us. So, those are things we got to clean up. Like I said, that's to be expected to an extent with a young group like we have, but we know better.
Well, I thought that both teams did a good job on the boards defensively, not so much offensively.
No.
You weren't getting very many second chance opportunities.
No, we didn't crash hard. I think they were so concerned about getting back because I've been on them about not giving up anything in transition. We tend to do that sometimes, give up easy ones in transition, so I didn't want to give them that. I knew if we can make them work in the half court that, we can, put some pressure on them and make them struggle, at times. So I just didn't want to give them anything easy.
Yeah. And you're right. Making Ripley play in the half court, they did have some issues there. They did have a couple of nice set plays, though. They were running Hackney off of the double screen.
Yeah, I prepared for that.
Yeah.
I knew it was coming. As soon as I seen it, I called it a double stack low.
Yep.
And I let my girls know as soon as we see that, if you're guarding her, after she hands it off, just go under the screen and drop middle. We got to steal off at the one time. And I told Dinah Ames, you're guarding a girl that's setting the screen. So as soon as you see her go up to set the screen, you just drop all the way middle and it'll be there. And it was there.
I also thought your team did a pretty decent job handling the zone.
Yeah.
Because Ripley played a zone against you most of the night.
And it was pretty much similar to the one North Adams played and thumped us on. And, we talked about that. And North Adams didn't do anything special. We just gave them the ball. We wanted to dribble over in the trapping spots. And we did that a couple times a night.
Yeah.
And that's what I was over yelling, like, we've talked about this. It's the same thing from the other night. Stop dribbling there because they want you to dribble there. Come wide. We can swing it back. You guys got to fake a pass to get the defense moving, and then we can attack them. But we just want to dribble to a trap spot and then hope and pray and throw a lob, and it's going to get stolen every time.
I thought your girls did do a pretty decent job of dribbling through the zone at times.
Yes.
I know Lucas a couple of times, again, late in the game, after you kept pointing out, don't get in that trap spot, they were able to drive right through the pressure.
Yes, and once we got through, we got what we wanted on the backside. Same thing at North Adams in that third quarter. Once we got through, we got what we wanted on the backside. But it took us 2.5 quarters to figure it out. And, they jumped out on us and didn't look back.
Scoring-wise, I thought your team spread it around pretty good.
We did. Pretty decent effort. I still think we missed a lot of layups that we have to finish. Like, just give me layups. And, I know there's a few players that, had 2 points, but they also missed 3 or 4 layups. And
right. In a tough game, those matter.
These guys. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Your assistant coaches?
Yeah, they're a bunch of clowns. But
that happens.
Yeah, no, those
you pick them.
That's fair. Those do matter, and especially if the game is a little tighter. They hit a couple open shots, and we're talking about a different ball game. So those do matter, and we need those.
Yeah. But your team did not get rattled. Nope. They would chip away at the lead. I know at one point they got it just under double digits momentarily. And, again, your girls never got rattled.
No, they didn't. And, that's something we're getting better at as the year goes. Over at Fayetteville, we were rattled. There's a few games we've been rattled. And, at Manchester, I think that was a growing spot because they jumped on us and had us down 13 with 3 minutes to go in the third. And, we made a run, and I think that helped us grow up. I mean, we somehow survived and got that win, but, that was a big learning curve for us, I believe.
Well, Coach, congratulations on the victory tonight. Your record improves. You're going to be overall
7-4.
7-3 overall, and that would make you 5-3 in the conference, and still in second place in Division II. But
are we?
I believe so.
It's 2 of the teams we lost to was big schools, I believe.
Well, you might be tied in that second place. Okay. Well, you've got one more win than Fairfield had coming into tonight. Right. So, realistically, you're tied with Fairfield in that second place look. Right. And, of course, Fayetteville pretty tough on top of Division II.
Yeah, they are. They are. And for me, as long as we continue to grow, this year is just a development year for me, and I want to get these girls to grow. And I think next year we can start making a little more noise than we have this year. And it's just a development for me.
Yeah.
So if we can do that, we're fine.
And that is an interesting way to look at it. Yeah. Your first year, are they coming on board? Are they embracing your way of basketball?
The buy-in, they are. Honestly, the only resistance we're getting is, the accountability, because I don't think a lot of people has held them accountable in previous years, and I do. And so there's a little bit of resistance, but overall the buy-in, they show up to things, they work. Our foremans and, everybody's at practices and things like that. So I haven't had a lot of issues there. So if we can continue to do that and just continue to grow, I'm happy. We're really young. We return pretty much everybody, but technically 3. Kyra's the main piece that we'll lose. And I'm okay with that. We just got to continue to grow. And I think our freshmen and sophomores are doing that. So.
You do have a lot of young talent.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
Yeah. So we just got to pit it all together. And once we do that, we'll be just fine.
Well, Coach Cumberland, again, congratulations on the victory tonight, and good luck moving forward. Who you have coming up next?
We have Williamsburg tomorrow, which is a tough team.
Oh yeah.
They're good. They got a freshman big that she's going to give us some and cause us some fits. So we got to be prepared for that. And Georgetown next Wednesday. So starting next Wednesday, we got a span of 5 games in 8 days. And that's with losing some of the transfers. So it's going to get real interesting real quick.
Right.
So, again, as long as we continue to grow, I'm happy. I want to win games, but it's not the end-all, be-all. You know, at the end of the day, if I can make a positive impact on these girls and teach them life lessons, then I'm happy. You know.
You're going to find out how good all that youth is.
Well, worst case scenario, it helps us grow up faster.
Right.
So
Yep.
I'm fine with either way, and I tell them that. I said at the end of the day, I felt like after about 5 games we weren't having fun. I said this is supposed to be fun too. You get one high school career, and she's carrying the uniforms, and I got a bag in there. This is the stuff we deal with.
Right.
But, you know, so overall, as long as we grow, I'm happy. But I'm competitive.
Yeah.
You know, me, I want to win everything at all costs, and I understand that's unrealistic right now where we are, but, you know, it's going to take me a couple years to get my culture established like I want to, and once we do that, I think we got a chance to be pretty good.
Sounds like the future is bright at Whiteoak.
I think that's why they call it Bright Local.
Yeah, there you go. I like that one. By CMT Components.
No one college can be all things to all people, but Maysville Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're affordable, like you've got a great chance to graduate with little to no debt. Affordable, flexible, with in-person, online, and hybrid programs. And you can easily transfer your credits to continue on to a 4-year university. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at maysville.kctcs.edu.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
What we believe matters because it shapes who we are. At First State Bank, we believe in rural communities. We have since our start in 1884. We're proud of where we come from. And while others have come and gone, we've remained, because standing by the folks you believe in is what a real local bank does. First State Bank, built on belief.
For stats.
Yeah, let's take a look at the Lady Jays, who come out on a short side tonight in a 51-41 game. We won't talk a whole lot about the first quarter because if you was watching or listening, Ripley just struggled to get a good start in that first quarter. But in the first half, it got a little bit better in the second quarter. You know, they come out, they was 4 for 18 in that first half. They was down 10 in the first quarter. They went into halftime only down 9. But in that third quarter, the Lady Cats put a lot of pressure on them, turned them over a little bit. The shooting woes continued for the Lady Jays. They was 4 for 13 from the field at 31% in that third quarter. In the fourth quarter, they was 5 for 13 from the field. They was 3 for 6 from 3 in that fourth quarter, which got this thing back to 10 points. They had a couple chances to get it to 9 from the free throw line, give them a little chance. And in that second half, they was 4 for 8 from 3 at 50%, and they was 9 for 26 at 34% in that second half. So a little bit late good shooting, but just not enough. So for the game, they was 4 for 13, 31%, and 13 for 44, 29% from the field. From the free throw line, they was 11 for 18, 61%, right on pace. Some individual scoring. Sophia Miller finished tonight with 3 points, single three-pointer in that fourth quarter. Jenna Wilkins, 2 talented young freshmen. Wilkins and Miller, both freshmen. Wilkins had 5 points in the fourth quarter, so 8 combined points in the fourth quarter for Ripley. Trying to pick up Raquel Hackney, as we mentioned, rolled her ankle. The young lady finished with 13 points. I believe it was real quick halfway through that fourth quarter when Raquel went down, but she finished up 3 for 4 from a free throw line with 13 points. Alyssa Tucker finished with 4 points tonight, and leading the scoring for the Lady Jays was Brooklyn Manning. She comes in averaging 15 and a half. She was right on pace at 16, and she finished 7 for 8 from a free throw line to give the Lady Jays 41 points. We mentioned the turnovers, 9 turnovers in the first quarter, 4 turnovers in the second quarter, but they did take care of the ball in the second half. Only 5 turnovers in the second half compared to 13 in the first, so 18 turnovers for the game for the Lady Jays. Now let's take a look at the victorious Lady Wildcats, who finished tonight 51-41. In that first quarter, they come out firing on all cylinders, 4 for 17, 23% to a 10-0 lead. In that second quarter, they was 5 for 16 from the field at 31%. On the first half, they was 9 for 33 at 27%. So cooled off a little bit, only shot 27% in the first half from the field, but went into halftime with a 21-12 lead. In that third quarter, I thought 2 things was different, Maker, and this was one of them. They was 3 for 3 from beyond the arc from three-point land in that third quarter, and they was 6 for 13, 46% in that third quarter.
That's pretty good shooting.
That's some pretty good shooting, and that's when they kind of stepped away and pulled it away to a 16, 17-point game and really challenged Ripley to get back in this game. In that fourth and final quarter, they was 0 for 1 from beyond the arc, 5 for 16 from the field at 31%. So in that second half, they was 3 for 4, 75% from 3, 11 for 29, 38% field goal shooting percentage to make the final score 51-41. And for the game, the Lady Wildcats was 4 for 10, 40%, 20 for 62, 32%. The young ladies was 7 for 8 from the free throw line at 87%. Some individual scoring. Kyra Boyd, she was 3 for 4 from the free throw line. She finished the night with 12 points. Miley Walker, she finished tonight with 2 points. Chanel Captain played under a little bit of foul trouble. Young lady had 2 fouls back in that first quarter. She finished tonight with 2 points. Dinah Ames, if you remember, she banked in a 3 back there in the first quarter. She hit another 3 in the third quarter. Give her 6 points on the night. Peyton Gobin, good minutes off the bench. Young lady was 2 for 2 from the free throw line. She finished tonight with 6 points. And Ella Howard finished tonight with 9 points. And leading the scoring tonight, the young lady, she took a little fall there in the second quarter, rolled her ankle.
I think it was second quarter,
Yeah,
and I really thought she wouldn't be back.
Yeah, it looked like it was in pain. And knowing that young lady's pedigree, I'd say she's got a pretty good she can handle some pain, I would say. And I thought I was a little scared for her myself there a little bit. But she come back. She had 4 points in the first half. But in that fourth and final quarter, she had 8 points in the final quarter to give her 14 on the night. Leading the team in scoring was Jillian Lucas, the 5'9" sophomore. Get to see her play a lot more basketball.
Yes, yes, we are. Well, that leaves the Snappy Tomato Pizza player of the game. I thought the sophomore Gobin off the bench was quite the firecracker. I liked her excitement out there on the floor. Put up 6 points. You talked about Boyd, the senior leadership on the floor. Boyd, I think she's leading the league, I believe, in scoring. If I remember correctly, I know she's in the top 5.
Yeah,
but I think she's right at the top, maybe first or second.
Yeah, I think she's leading the scoring. She's coming in averaging about 20 points a game. Definitely gets, she is 20.1 points a game and 10 rebounds. Young lady's averaging double-double.
Right.
And one thing we didn't keep track of, and I made the comment in the game, she makes players better. She got to the hole a couple times. I know she found Gobin at least once or twice for some nice putbacks.
Yep.
I agree with you. Peyton Gobin had 6 points, 2 in the first, 2 in the second, and 2 in the third.
Then you got Ella Howard, the freshman, with 9 points. Also looking very confident out on the floor. Defensively, she plays well. But
she's kind of a floor general, isn't she?
Yeah.
She is. She's pretty talented. But I think there's one girl tonight, that kind of stood out late in the game, if you will. And, she played pretty hard. We was a little bit scared when she went down.
How many points in the fourth quarter?
8 points.
8 points. 8 points in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, yep.
And that's important when you win by only 10 points.
Correct. Yeah, young lady had a big fourth quarter. Miss Jillian Lucas.
Yep, I agree. So congratulations to Jillian Lucas, our snappy tomato pizza player of the game. Another one of those young players, only a sophomore. So congratulations to Jillian Lucas, and also congratulations to the Whiteoak Lady Cats. Again, they come out on top in this one, 51-41, over top of the Ripley Lady Jays. I want to thank Traven Hildebrand for engineering everything back in the studio for us tonight on C103. And also Brandon Rigdon for everything on GoodGuysRadioTV.com. Well, for Ryan Dotson, I'm Ken Smith. Thanks for listening to Shack Basketball on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Thank you for tuning in. Rewatch this video and many more on demand at GoodGuysRadioTV.com.